Hello and welcome everyone, it's Meredith. I am here with our daily reading for Friday the 16th of November 2018. You know what today is, don't you? It's Venus direct day. You know what tomorrow is, don't you? It's Mercury retrograde day. So we have this little wonky window of time where one goes direct and another goes retrograde. So interesting. We're using the Tarot of Dreams again because I can't get enough of them. And our card on the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. Well, that's a sweet start. The honeymoon card. Celebration, happiness, joy, connection, communication, creativity, passion. All those awesome things we love. Let's see what it connects to. Oh, fire, ice. The King of Swords. I actually like this guy. I know he's got a reputation, Mr. Charming, Mr. Ruthless, but he makes decisions that will change the world for the highest and greatest good. So, keep that in mind. You might be faced with decisions today that require your self-mastery. And kings and queens, you know, they just ooze self-mastery. My feeling here on this king today is that he's pretty lit up by the Four. So there's a desire to make choices that are very fiery, or we may find ourselves in fiery situations. Our inner fire is engaged, and that might be coming from the change in the cosmos right now. So I can't even believe I'm going to say this to you. Temperance, folks. Temperance. Not necessarily patience, not waiting, not trying, none of those, you know, needy words or lack words. But yeah, temperance. Watch for the alchemy of things as they unfold today. Be a witness to that and bring this king's mastery to whatever it is you're facing in your day. I still feel that our greatest action is stillness at the moment. And that's being in the river of life, participating in the flow, and being a witness at the same time, having an understanding that the energies are wonky right now, and a firm and solid decision may not be easy to come by today. So this is why stillness, meditation, prayer, enlightenment, this is why that kind of action is a wise choice. Let's see what goes with it. Yeah, Ten of Swords. Ooh, these icy swords. The Ten of Swords, a cycle of completion, which is definitely what we're experiencing from this Venus retrograde turning direct. A cycle of completion, but we may feel just like this guy with 10 swords in our backs. I've said it repeatedly throughout this period, but this has been one of the most challenging retrogrades we've faced this year, at least the one with the most reaction. It seems as though the other retrogrades had a more subtle energy to them, and also not just subtle, but like it was quiet. They were more quiet. This one's been a scream fest from start to finish. So, yeah, we could be feeling like this Ten of Swords. And people have just kind of been running around like, what are we going to do? So, this is why you don't rip all 10 swords out at once and claim that you are free. You still have a bit of a healing process to go through once those swords come out, once that cycle completes. So the beauty of this card is that a new day dawns and there is a new horizon to walk toward. And that's exactly why we might be feeling as though we want to rush these gates on the Four of Wands. This is the 11-11 card. Now we've had 11-11 in this week on Sunday. So there's momentum building for this new horizon. We're still under a bit of shadow from the Venus retrograde, and we will be for a few days, but it will ease off slowly. Like somebody letting their foot off the gas pedal, you know, and you start to coast a little bit. You still got quite a bit of momentum going forward. Just keep it in mind. Make your choices wisely. My feeling is no rushing. Do not rush. Yeah, because we have Judgment here. There are some things that are coming around for another look. Some would say this is a karma card, that we're going to settle out some karmic energy. I see this as in layers of our life experience, and some of our more painful life experiences have cycled around, and we've peeled back more layers on them, which is excellent. That's great stuff. I know I've been doing that. I have witnessed my past experiences coming back around into the now, and certainly I've gone into my own emotional journey with them. It hasn't been simple, but it has been profound. And how do I want to put this? This is the door hitting you in the ass. That's what I feel. This is why we don't rush to judgment, rush to decision here, because there's still a wallop that could be packed on this planet turning direct today. So more meditation, more allowing, more accepting. And I'm certain that you're all tired of hearing it, but rushing these gates won't benefit us today. Okay. Yeah, then we have the Two of Swords. So this is the stalemate card. And that's exactly the energy that could have us wanting to rush forward in our passionate, creative, yay, I'm free way. And I still say temperance because there is an alchemy here. A sorting of energies still in the river of life. And our stillness is required for it. Our mastery is required for it. So take it easy with your decisions today. Do ask yourself, will this bring me closer to my intention, my dream, my goal? Always keep that in the forefront. And am I making a heart-centered choice? Am I being compassionate to myself and everyone else involved? What have I not considered? Excellent question. Love that question. What have I not considered? And when you ask that question, you are inviting the universal intelligence to inform you with what you have not considered. And that's what a king would do. He would not necessarily rush to judgment, rush to choice. He would take a look at all the cycles of completion he's experienced in his world, and he would leverage his wisdom on that before deciding. So let's take a page from his book and do that. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles. Yes, because there's a bit of balance going on. There's a bit of a juggling act going on. We still have other planets in retrograde. I think it's Uranus and I think Neptune is still in retrograde. And then Mercury comes in tomorrow, Saturday. So there's this odd little juggling act that's going on, and this is an invitation too to keep our eye on the bigger picture. So while in the short term we may feel momentum within our lightness of being because of the shifts and changes that are going on, we still have, this is the alchemy, there's some harmonization that is still required as we sort through some of these layers of life experience that have revisited us during the retrogrades, are continuing to visit us, and then there is the oncoming with Mercury. So this is not a time. I'm so glad I don't see the Chariot right now. Of course, I don't know what this card is yet, so yeah, this would not be the time to hop in the Chariot. I would prefer actually to see the Chariot in reverse if we get it. So, next card. No, we have Four of Swords. Yeah, this is, no, that's Five of Swords. Excuse me. Five. Yeah. This can be petty inner arguments with the self, and this is exactly what you can find in the layers of life experience that require our self-mastery to make good decisions so that we can move forward in harmony and balance toward the Four of Wands. So this is the goal. This is the journey. And the journey is requiring us to maintain our inner peace, have compassion, to be wise, to ask good questions, to ponder our choices carefully, and not rush to judgment on anything. Our harmony, our balance, our deliberateness, our intention is very important. So there's no mistaking why this 2 is under that 10. And I know that 10 looks dire. It can be considered a cringe card because it's considered the fallen master. But I feel the message is not to drop your mastery just for the sake of a few moments of relief, because that's not going to benefit the long term in this moment. And the king has us saying, consider the long term in this moment. You want to choose wisely now so it pays positive dividends in the oncoming. So you might be at odds with yourself today because of this 5 and that judgment card. And in that feeling, there is the desire to rush forward for change. And it's the rushing forward that could be the folly within the day. So the desire to overcome the stalemate on the 2 and making a decision or coming to some sort of inner peaceful compromise could leave one feeling like this 10. Okay, I'm going to actually see if a card will come for that 10 of Swords to clarify it. What more can we know? Yeah, we have the 8 of Pentacles. This is the stay the course card. This is relying on our talent and our skill and perfecting our talent and our skill. So the pentacles, the coins, are very grounded. They're somewhat slower moving, but they are moving. This card is my version of temperance in this reading, because it says keep doing what you're doing because it's working for you, and try not to be dazzled by the shift in energy that you might feel. You want to build on the momentum. You want to keep the momentum going, and in the rushing forward, if you just throw caution to the wind here, that's not engaging the talent or the skill. So be like the king. See, this is why he's Mr. Charming, Mr. Ruthless. It could feel ruthless to you right now to remain in stillness. You may argue that point with your own self or even other people today, because you may be coming in contact with people that are really feeling their oats on that 4, and they're like, yeah, come on, let's go. And you're like, hold up a second. I need to stay the course right now. Which sounds really dull and boring and we don't want it. However, it's going to pay a long-term benefit for you. Consider it. Okay, I feel like I need to pull another card. Let's see about this 5 of Swords. What more can we know, if anything? I know. There it is, folks. I will not pull anymore. I'll stop right there. Stop right there. Good old Meatloaf. Meatloaf goes along with tarot. He really does. And my Bonefire Tarot on this Sun card, he looks like Meatloaf is on that card. Maybe I should pull that deck out next. Temperance, there it is. I don't need to explain that card. You all know what it means. All right. Next. I want to do a different deck of oracle cards today. I have showing you the bottom of the box won't exactly do the trick here. Wisdom of the Oracle. These are great cards. I've had this deck for quite a while, and I really only use it for myself. Once in a while I use it on the Instagram or Facebook page posts, but yeah, this one I kind of keep more personal for me, but I'm feeling it today, so. What would the oracle want us to know? There you are, you're peeking at me. Happy, happy. Yes, this is our intention. This is the decision to be made on the Two of Swords. And if you are feeling as though you must make a decision, a choice today, let it be in harmony with the happy, happy of your life, okay? Boil it down to that. What choice, what option will bring me closest to my happiness? What will feel like home in my heart space, okay? Try not to be swayed by the desires of others today. Do we want another one? Yes, I think we do. Yeah. Co-create. This is our relationship with the universe, source, all that is, the field of pure raw love that animates us. Get in there and co-create. This is what the king would do. This is what the two is sort of inviting. And this is what our life experience and our karmic energy are sort of driving us toward. Okay, one more. I like these ones that hide, you know? Time to go. Yeah, it's time for Venus to go direct. But this card again is, you know, the desire. It's the desire for movement. It's the desire for change. It's the desire for the attainment of a goal, a sense of completion like the 10 would have, and even Judgment would have. There's still a process unfolding there, though, folks. Okay. Let's have an empowering question card. Oh. What does being mean to me? Means savoring to me. Yeah. Being isn't trying, being isn't doing. It feels like savoring to me. Okay, there's that one. Now let's do our last card from the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection. I'm pulling it off the top of the deck yet again. That seems to work with this deck. You have more options than you realize. Yeah, so taking your first option just because you feel a breath of fresh air in the atmosphere today doesn't necessarily mean you should leap for that option. So we have more than we realize. It sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons you love them. And you can, the universe. And let's not say someone, let's just say anything. You know, we could stomp our feet. We could be having a bit of a temper tantrum because we do want to move forward. But let's consider all the reasons to love ourselves, nurture ourselves, be compassionate, and do all the same for everyone else. And then more options just appear. So try not to pigeonhole yourself into making a decision today because it will probably result in more of this. And less of this. Okay. That's it, folks. Have a beautiful Friday. I'll be back very soon with the weekend reading. Please leave some comments about what's here. I'd love to hear what you're thinking. And everyone else loves to read the comments too. And feel free to answer this question on the channel. What does being mean to me? Peace, love, joy, and blessings to each and every one of you. Bye for now.